If you wait for perfect conditions, you will never get anything done. We've all seen them, highly achieving and accomplished personalities. They seem to get so much done with ease. But how? These people, they're humans, just like you and me. There's nothing special about them that isn't already in you. Alright, so what do they have in common? Well, a lot of things. But one that really stands out is that they consistently decide to take action. Does it feel like I'm rubbing salt in the wound? Hurts. If it does, then this video will resonate with you. Right, so the one thing you can do to improve your current situation, which is a lot easier said than done, is to take action. I know, it's not a quick fix. Sorry to disappoint. We've gotten used to quick fixes, but we have to stop believing in that. The good news is, the more you practice taking action, the easier it gets. Allow me to soften the expression to something that sounds a bit more attainable, and that is take imperfect action. This relieves some of the pressure and sets realistic expectations. Overall, it lowers the barrier to entry for taking action. You see, what you do doesn't have to be perfect. If you're consistent enough, you will get better over time. Now, a distinction does need to be made, and this bit is taken from one of the best self-help books out there known to humankind, Atomic Habits. It turns out, being in motion is not the same as taking action. Ask yourself, are you doing something, or are you just preparing to do it? When you're in motion, you're creating a plan and gaining knowledge. Even though these are all positive things, they do not lead to any tangible results on their own. In contrast, taking action is the type of behavior that will produce an outcome. Think about it this way. Your actions are the only way to communicate what's in your mind to the outside world. Now, here's a few examples. If you search for a better diet and maybe read a few books on the subject, that's motion. But if you actually eat a healthy meal, that's action. If you search for new job opportunities, update your resume, and submit a few applications, that's motion. If you actually take interviews and land job offers, that's action. If motion doesn't lead to results, why do we do it? Sometimes we do it because we genuinely need to plan and learn more. But more often than not, we engage in motion because it feels like we're making progress without running the risk of failure. Most of us were experts at avoiding criticism. Failure and public scrutiny are uncomfortable, so we tend to avoid situations where that might happen. And that's the biggest reason why you tend to slip into motion rather than taking action. You want to avoid failure. The author of the book shares with us his idea for taking action that has worked for him. Set a schedule for your actions. Say you want to start working out. Set a schedule. I'm going for a run every Monday and Wednesday. Start slow. Don't go running every day at first because you'll burn out. The amount of time you have been performing an action is not as important as the number of times you have performed it. Once you've consistently stuck to your schedule, it will become automatic, like brushing your teeth, and then you can increase the frequency. I found that for me personally, the thought of looking back at the last 5 years and not seeing any positive progress just scares the hell out of me. Without knowing it, I adopted the do something principle, awesome term coined by Mark Manson. Basically, taking action is part of a loop. You don't need to wait for motivation. Your actions create emotional reactions and inspirations and move on to motivate your future actions. So right now you're asking yourself, what have you actually done? I say the video you're watching right now. You see, to make this video, I had to take imperfect action myself. I had to spend my evenings and weekends planning, researching, writing scripts, shooting B-roll, editing, all with a 9-to-5 and a family. If I can take imperfect action, so can you. See you in the next one.